Hello and welcome to the video on array slicing. In this video, we'll understand the basic concept of array slicing in Python or NumPy. So first let us understand how slicing works in Python. So slicing in Python means taking elements from given one index to another index. So we pass this slice instead of the index like that we saw in the last video. So in indexing, what we did, we were just giving one particular index position and we were trying to access that particular element present on that position. But instead of that, we'll try to pass the start and end both the indexes, and the elements that are present between them will be returned by NumPy. We can also define the step like this. So here we were just providing the start and end position, but what we can also do is we can give the step. So if you don't give the step, automatically it is considered as 0, but if you provide the step, then it will skip the number of elements that you mentioned in the step. So, and one more thing, if we don't pass the end, it is considered as the length of that dimension, and if you don't pass the starting position, then it is automatically considered as 0, because the index of the first position in NumPy is considered as 0. So if you don't mention anything at the start, it will automatically consider it as 0. And for the step, if you don't pass any step, for example in this scenario, if you are not giving any step, then automatically 1 for the step is considered like there it won't jump any elements. So let's take this example. Here we have a 1D array that has elements from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and now if we are giving ARR of 1 colon 5 into the square brackets, now what it will do, this is the start position, and at the start position we are giving the index value of 1. So 1 is this element because the index starts from 0 and this is the 1, and 5 goes to 0 1 2 3 4 5, this is the fifth position. So this will slice all the elements present between these two indexes. This will be more clear to you when we run all these programs in the Jupyter notebook, but till now just understand the concept in this presentation, and then after this presentation part we'll try to perform the practical implementation in the Jupyter notebook. Now here we have one example for the step to determine the slicing. Now we want to return every other element from the index 1 to 5. So basically it will jump one element. So this is the start position, this is the end position, this is the step. If you want to return every other element from between these two indexes, then simply provide 2 in the step. So this is an important thing that you can remember. Now let us understand how do you slice 2D arrays. So from the second element, slice elements from index 1 to index 4. Now as you already know, a 2D array is a combination of two different 1D arrays in NumPy. So this entire thing is a 2D array, but as you can see, while we have written it as a combination of two 1D arrays. So this thing or this list is a single 1D array, and here this we have another 1D array. So the index for this entire first array will be 0, and the index for this entire second array will be 1. So whenever I am writing that I want to work with the array that is present on index position first, so NumPy will consider this array, and whenever I write 0 instead of 1, that will be considered as first array. So here we are trying to access the elements or slice the elements from the second element or second array. So basically we are working with this array. So here we are writing index 1, and then this is the start position into this array. So this goes like 0 1, so from 7 to the fourth position 9. So this is how indexing works for 2D arrays. Now let us move to the Jupyter notebook and try to perform the practical for this NumPy slicing. So let us start with the practical implementation of array slicing. Import NumPy as np. Then I'll make one 1D array. So let's name it A and np dot array. Inside this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is one 1D array in NumPy. Now what we can do, I can just slice it from, let's say, 1 colon 5. So what this will do, this is the first index position, and so the slicing will start from here. So 2 3 4 and 5, 0 1 2 3 4. One more thing, one more important thing about slicing, this is very similar to how lists work in Python, is that the index position that is mentioned at the start, or the element that is present on the index position from the start, will be considered while printing the answer. So, and the element that is present at this index or the end index position will not be printed. So, because the index goes like 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the element that is present at the fifth index position is not printing. Only the 4 elements are printing. We can also take one more example. Let's say 2 to 7. If I run this now, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what it will do, the element that is present at the second index position, that is 3, will be printed, but the element that is present on the 7th index position, that is 8, will not be printed. The printing will be done only from this to this part. I hope this is clear. This is very similar to the Python lists. Now let's try one more thing. Let's say a of 4 colon. So what this will do, it will start printing the elements from index 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will start from here, and as discussed in the presentation, if you don't mention anything at the end, then it will print the entire array. Till it will consider the end position as the length of entire remaining array. We can also do something like this. So colon and 5. So what it will do, if you don't mention anything at the start position, then it will consider from the first index position, that is 0. Now we'll also try something with the step. So 1 colon 6 colon 2. So what this is doing, it will skip one element and it will print every other element. So from index 1 we have 2, and we are jumping one step because we are providing the step of 2. So it will skip 3 and it will print 4. Now again it will skip 5 and it will print 6. So this is how the step function in NumPy works. Now what we can do, we'll just try to slice a 2D array. So let me give a markdown, slice a 2D array. We'll make one 2D array and let's name this b is equal to np dot array, and inside this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the second one will be 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this is our 2D array. Now what we can do, we can write something like this, b of 1 comma and 1 to 4. So what this will do, the first row has index of 0. Consider a 2D array as a matrix of rows and columns. So the first row will have index of 0 and the second row will have index of 1. Now at this position we are providing just the index of the row. So as we are writing 1, so it will consider this second row. Now the row selection is done. Now moving in, it is starting from first position, or the index number 1, that is basically the second position in the array. So it is considering from this to this 1 to 4. So this means second row and 1 to 4. We'll take one more example, b of 0 comma and this goes 0 to 3. So what it will do, 0 means first row, and again here 0 means the first index position. So it will start from 1 and it will go to 3. So this is how slicing works in NumPy. I hope you are very clear with the practical implementation of slicing in NumPy, and let's move to the next video.